not to invite employees to speak, because I think Archivist employees have enough chances to speak on stage at this conference. But Mario usually has something interesting to say. In fact, I think Mario is one of the ones responsible for the Nexus not. So I wanted to make sure that Mario had a chance at least 1 year to get up and say a few words. Mario's, you'll find out, or as soon as you talk to him, that he's a very proud dad. He is also a project-oriented scoutmaster, which we've already heard this week. And he does have a life mission of helping others, using technology whenever possible. And you'll see, as he comes on stage, that his methods and organization, I'm sorry. His methods of organization were freaky. Are we almost over? Here's the methods of organization. Now watch this. He's going to show you what he calls the friendship knot. And I let him do it because he gives my friend.
So actually this knot, it comes with an handshake. So we have our friendship knot handshake. So if you do like this, if you mirror me, exactly. And that's the friendship handshake. You want to try it? Well, being a last is kind of a responsibility. Hit the button, because future actually starts today. We've been talking about navigating the future. Navigating the future is something that's, for some of us, is right near to the next generation, but millennials are already here. By the way, I'm a late millennial, even though I'm turning 40 this year. But I do really mean what they need. So it starts today. So the point by starting today and on this conference, because Mark said that usually we end with the call for action, I'm going to start with the action in the room. So each one of you, if you are with the millennials, you'll have a phone. If not, you'll have a book and you can write. So the challenge is that you take your phones or you take a piece of paper, and right now you write the first dream or aspiration that you have and that comes into your mind, and you just write it right now, and you then put it down on the table. That's your phone, that's your paper. Start. So in the meanwhile, while you write, I'll keep on going because it seems like we only have 6 minutes. I would like to share with you 3 stories, 3 quick stories that mainly will enable us to start the future today. The first story is about 2 Spanish ephemeras, as you see here. It's the best Spanish picture I could get. And these 2 Spanish ephemeras, 20 years ago, they had their buildings, they were managing, and then every day they were complaining something was missing. They said, no tengo esto, no tengo ello, no sé cómo hacerlo. So they were always complaining. 20 years passed, and they still complain. But by the way, one is not corporate real estate director, and the other is still an ephemera. So why? Why is that? Because one of them actually is a real avid defender of archivers. Said, every time I complain, I go to them and say, this is not working well. But by the way, could you do it like this? Could you do it like that? So he suggests, every time we complain, we critique, we just need to say, this is how we can solve it. Otherwise, we better be shutting up. The other one is still there, and the other is corporate real estate director right now. The second story is about a girlfriend of mine, a millennial, that was always saying, my dream, my aspiration is to become a famous photographer. And I said, oh, yeah, fantastic. So what do you do every day to do that? Oh, I'm still saving money to get a proper camera. And he said, yeah, you're a millennial. You have a phone, right? Your phone has a camera. Oh yeah, but it's not the same thing. He said, come on, I like to draw, so every time I'm drawing, why don't you just take pictures with your phone? Oh, it's not the same thing. Oh, you have a ton of apps. How many apps do you have for phones? Quite a lot. So just start started to take a picture. And by the way, there are a series of competitions for photographers, and she submitted the pictures she got. Because she was really good, and she's really good. She got a camera like that as an award from one of those competitions. Okay, so she just started using the tools that she had in hand, and she achieved what she was expecting, and saving money by doing other things. The third story is about the story of a person like us that went to the doctor back in January, and the doctor said, your blood analysis are not very good. You probably need to go and start having some pills and to reduce your cholesterol. You know, the fear, and that person had the past in the family, so fear starts to raise up, stress starts to raise up. So it comes out, and the doctor says, you want a pill or you want to do something about that? And that person said, okay, let's do something about that. So he came out and he started looking at the things that he could do. And he started using the tools that he had in hand. For example, a friend of him gave him a Fitbit. And he said, okay, I can go with others because they have a Fitbit, and we could just start a 10K a day challenge. Doing 10K a day challenge. And by the way, starting exchanging ideas with them, he started saying, okay, probably I need to just eat what is essential for life. So by talking with those friends and by talking with his family, managed to get a good point and starting achieving the results. And by the way, I managed to go down from 220 to 118 the level of cholesterol, and this suit was not fitting me, now it is. So actually, it was 10 kilos for those that understand it. So I feel very nice, very, very well right now, and proud to share this story with you, but mainly proud because by using the tools at hand, I managed to get, and being with people that are like-minded and having a team, that's the big thing. And that's one of the big things on millennials, because it's working with others, not as individuals. So the five ingredients to start the future today, as per my experience, are, first of all, you take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you don't take care of your health. What do you say, like, in 10 years, the majority won't be here? But it's not because we're going to be retired, it's because we are not taking care of ourselves. The second tool, don't complain, use the tools that you have at hand. You have fantastic tools like arguments, and sometimes they say, oh, we're always missing this, we're always missing that. Yeah, just take it there, complain, but suggest how to change that, how to do a positive impact. Suggest, that's the point. The fourth thing is that if you are with a community like this, you need to reach out to that community and just get them to work, to be with you, and because we are all like-minded, otherwise we wouldn't be here on this community. Just reach to those that are like-minded like you and do things with them. But the most important thing is we always have our plans, but we tend not to start. There's a strange English word, procrastination, correct? So we tend to go, and some of us, we are really masters of that procrastination stuff, right? So the idea is just, we need to start doing it every day until we get there, even if it is like 10 minutes a day. The 10K a day was that. Because I actually do that for every project that I get. So if I do it on the work projects and I do everything when I want, why don't we do it also on our personal lives? So, how about you acting now? Can you look at what he wrote, those that wrote it, or that Natalie wrote it, and see what each one of you, to achieve the dream or the aspiration that you have, what are you going to do today in order to get a step closer to that aspiration? write it down, assume it publicly, and just do it. So, with that in mind, you need to ensure that, I'd like to invite Sean. And one of the things that I'm on the millennial perspective is that I like to use the social networks a lot. And by starting out and doing it every day, one of the things is, why don't we start doing something that for millennials is natural, is using the social networks. And by using the tools we have at hand, we will be sharing that we are really proud of the event we are here. So the challenge is having many group selfies. And you just take a selfie, you post it to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to Twitter, and you have these hashtags. Hashtag Archibus, hashtag Nexus 2016, and hashtag the future starts today. Let's take group selfies. Can I have the lights on so that I can get the people in the back? Oh yeah. Okay, you can start. I can now. Let me see you taking pictures and posting. There's another one.